Okay, I'm going to show you how to remove the overhead console from a Mazda CX-9, though you could probably use similar techniques for other similar Mazda setups. Firstly, you can see the reason I'm changing is because this was broken, which seems to be a common problem. This is me breaking it because I screwed up initially on how to take it out, but this is how you do it. First up, you need to remove the two screws from one here, one there, which I've already taken out. In actual fact, it's done with a Phillips head screwdriver going counterclockwise, so which is that way. For those who don't know what counterclockwise is, I found that they really stuck, so you've got to really make sure you got a good grip of them. Make sure you use the right kind of Phillips head screwdriver. I used a 2-point, if that means anything, and take it out, and then take those screws out. Once you've done that, you get a small flathead screwdriver. This is a 65.54 or a 4x75, and then you take, there's a little foot hole here to take the globe out. Oh, sorry, it's this way. Oh, nearly did the wrong thing again. So you take that out, and you'll see that what's holding it in is holding it into the recess up here. So I've done one. Now I'll do the other, like so. Pull that out, and you can see now it's about to drop. And now it just, that's me. That's from before. That's when that broke because I didn't take these out first before. But then I realized that's what the problem was. But then it just drops. And then you have, I haven't seen this before, so you got two plugs. See, one there, one there. I'm just going to pause for a moment to see what goes on there. Okay, so I'm back. Now I'm going to have trouble doing this with one hand, but basically they slot out. There is a little catch though, which I picked up on this one, which is, let me see if I can give you a decent shot of that. There's a little catch there which you have to press in to pull out the slot. So I'll pause it so I can do this. Okay, so now I've taken that out. So there was one from here and one from there. Just be very careful because these things are really brittle. It doesn't matter too much with the old one, but with the new one you do want to get this right. So there are both of them have hook clasps, so you got to press them like I showed you earlier. Now to put in the new one, I have a new one which I got off eBay, and now to mimic what was in, and go again. Now I've just noticed that on the existing one there is this black area and the red cord, which the new one doesn't seem to have. So it goes from this socket here all the way across. So I'm going to transfer the one to the other. Okay, now to take this unit out and put it into the new one, this is still in the old one, you've got to push back on these two spring hooks, which I'll do now. Okay, so I've now released that part. It then unhooks from under the little latch here, and then unplug it from that there, which is done also with a little, there's that little catch thing there, so you got to press on that and pull it out and you're good to go. Okay, so we've taken this little unit out of the old one. I don't even know what it does, but it does have a build here on it, and then I'd imagine we just push it in. Yep, it doesn't sit perfectly vertically. It does have a slight lean forward, but that's the way it was in the old one. Tuck it in. Sorry about the shaky cam. I'm doing this as I'm showing you, and then push that into, just make sure I've got pins in there so it's not light. Yep, there are pins. Line up the pins. Okay, So now it looks like the old one used to. This is, again, the new one. So now I'm going to take the lights out, light covers. I'm going to take these off very carefully because these things are brittle. Okay, so this is just taking these out very carefully. Okay. Now notice that'll slide out, taking these end hooks out with it. So I'll put one there and the other one. Okay, again, be very careful. Slide it out. Globe's already in. Now all I'm going to do is flip it the right way, and I'm going to plug those two cables, one and two, into the respective spots. But I've got to put the phone down to do that. Okay, they're now plugged in, and as I did it, I noticed that I already have power, which is good. Now, of course, it's probably better to unplug the battery before you do all this. I do know a little bit about electronics, so I know what to watch out for, but I'd recommend, look, first up, get a professional to do it for you. All care, no responsibility though. I'm just going to pause. Okay, continuing on, they're now connected. Those are out. I do have power, but like I said earlier, you know, it can be dangerous, so don't touch anything live, or if you don't know a little bit about electricity or enough to be safe, don't do it. Get it done professionally. You push that in, and then what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to screw those screws in first, and then slide these light covers. So I'll just show. So I'm going to put these screws back in first. Whoops, because that wasn't in. Put these screws back in first, and then slide those lights in. Okay, so we've now slotted the item in. I've now added the two screws back in. These are the original screws. They didn't come with my pack. One there, one there. Now, what you need to do is take these little rubbers off the originals and put them onto the new ones. They don't come with these little socks. Now, when you do this, you want to make sure you got them the right way up. The cutout, there's a little cutout there. That cutout goes face up. I mean, it's pretty intuitive, but you'll there you go. Once you've done that, close that up and make sure you've got the correct side, because they are different. Push up and then gently clip that in. Very good. If I do so myself. Again, I've moved the socks onto the new one already. Push up gently. There we go. Now you can see I've already got the lights on. It's probably better if you disconnect the battery before you do any of this. Because this, you know, it might be dangerous. I don't think it is, but it may be. So now to test everything, there's the first one, there's the second one, there's the on from the door. Now I'll have to turn the car on to try the roof, because this is the model with the roof. And here we go. So, yep. There we go, to close it up again. And then for the tilt up, so you can look like a hot rod. There we go. Now I'll close it because I'm cooking here. And there we go. Few points. Be delicate when you're prying anything out or using the screwdriver. Make sure you got a firm hold on the screw, because you don't want to strip the thread. Outside of that, again, disconnect the battery before you do this. I can't say that enough times. And the car model I have is a Mazda CX-9 TB, I think they call it. It's the luxury model. And 2009, but it's an MY10 build. So it's actually the 2010 if you want to look at what it looks like in here. There we go. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. No need to subscribe. I'm not really that sort of thing, into that sort of thing. But let me know that, you know, and leave a comment. let me know if have I done it right. Is there a better way to do it? It has certainly worked for me. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, and feel free to say thanks. Bye.